If there's something that you want, something you desire to have or experience, or a change that you really, really want to make, check in with how your body feels about it. Like, take a second to imagine having that thing or making that change or achieving that goal, and then notice how your body feels. Does it tense? Does it clench up? Does your stomach drop? Does your heart beat faster? Do you start sweating? Do you get uncomfortable? Or do you feel relaxed and a sense of relief and, maybe excitement, joy? This will tell you where your nervous system is, or at least how far out or in alignment it is with your desire. And we are seeing this more and more in this field of consciousness and personal transformation, personal development, spiritual transformation and development. More and more these days, it's like the next step in this awakening of, there's this thing called the law of attraction, and thoughts become things, and I better put a good amount of focus on developing higher levels of consciousness and practicing higher levels of alignment. Now it's get your body on board, get your nervous system on board, because you're going to get the thing, you're going to achieve the goal, you're going to manifest, your intention is going to come to fruition, but it might not stay because you haven't built up your capacity to hold it, to be with it, to be up to speed with it. I talked about this a little bit in a video that I posted a couple days ago. I can't remember what I called the video, but it's the video where I'm talking about what to do to keep your manifestations. And I spoke about a person who wrote to me asking, why is it basically that every time I manage to manifest something really good, it either slips through my fingers or it's another 6 months before I see something like it. And having worked in this field of transformational and consciousness coaching for over 17 years, I can't tell you how much this comes up and how much it's been coming up lately. I can't tell you how much it comes up in my own experience. And what I'm seeing and learning and piecing together more and more that I think is so, so valuable for us to talk about more and more is the role our nervous systems play in all of this and all of this consciousness, mindful, intentional living. And not even, the bullshit part of, trendy manifestation where it's like, what are you manifesting today? I'm going to manifest a new car. Like, it's not that easy. It's way more complicated than that. And it's not the goal. It's not the point. We don't want these things. We want how we think those things, the having of them, the achieving of them are going to cause us to feel. And ultimately, we just want to feel good. Or some version of good. So that really relates to, can our nervous systems sustain a better feeling, a good feeling state? Can our bodies release whatever is holding us back from being able to enjoy the manifestation once it arrives, before doing that stupid human thing we do where it's like, all right, done, now what? It's like, what was the point of that? I worked so hard to get here and now I'm here and I'm on to the next thing. I'm focused on the lack of not having this next thing. Why can't I just stay here a while? You got to train your nervous system and your body to be able to stay here a while. And so while I can't go into the depths of what that takes in one video, and there are plenty of people out there who specialize in this specifically, like somatic work and embodiment work, I will say that adding something physical into the things that you're doing when you're practicing consciousness and alignment, such as, focusing on gratitudes, journaling, meditating, going for walks out in nature, anything, scripting, right? I call it scripting. Some people call it, affirmations, or there are other words for it. But basically speaking into existence, practicing a script for the thing that you want. And that does work on rewiring your neurology, having a little bit of a boost from your body by incorporating some physical movements and elements such as tapping, EFT, that's why certain therapies like EMDR therapies are super impactful and can really make a difference in your healing and trauma work. But engaging in something like when you go for a walk out in nature, maybe you're taking deep breaths, maybe you're humming, when you're meditating, sometimes you can do moving meditations. It's something to anchor it into the body. Or when you're making a change or moving towards making a change or moving towards achieving a goal, dream, or desire, then, it's reminding yourself as you go, it is safe for me to live this way. It is safe for me to enjoy this. It is safe for me to receive this. And every time you say it, just give your chest a little tap. It's engaging the body. It's engaging your physiology. When you're scripting, when you're speaking your intentions out loud or your affirmations, don't just say, I am abundant. I am abundant. I am abundant. That's kind of robotic, right? Utilize your physiology like your voice. I am abundant. I am so freaking abundant. I'm abundant. Like dance a little bit, because that will trigger your brain to tell your body to feel a certain way. And now you're practicing the vibration of it. Now you're practicing embodiment. You're embodying the thing that you want to feel before any physical expression has even shown up. And here's the bonus to that is when you do that, you're achieving your primary goal in the first place, which is to achieve the desired state of being you think having the thing will give you. But then because of things like the law of attraction, or if you like, your reticular activation system, it starts refocusing your attention and awareness so that you don't miss the things out there that are helping you reach your goals and dreams. Those things will come to you. Those physical manifestations, the cooperative components, if you like that Abraham Hicks language, they have to show up anyway, or they come more easily, right? But it's no longer a desperate need rooted in urgency and lack. It's like, yes, I can handle this. I like this. I want more of this. Thank you, happy more, please. Those sort of things, but we have to anchor it into the body first, and that's where the work is. And I wish I could tell you that doing one or two of those things once or twice will change your life forever. It'll change the moment. But as with all things and all great changes, commitment, consistency, and yes, that D word, discipline. When you use it this way, it's like those are the three most magical words in the English language. When you pay attention to your experience after applying these things consistently, that's when it really feels good and feels magical, because now it's a natural motivator. So just get started. Choose one thing. Choose, like I started saying, when you think about something you want or you desire, and if your body clenches up, if your body doesn't, immediately feel safe, it's telling you, all right, I don't feel safe here. I don't feel safe in the having of that. What can I do to train myself into feeling safe? If it's something really like deep, trauma work, that's when you'd go work with somebody trained in this, utilizing such therapies as EMDR. But if it's something that's just kind of like, it's conditioned, it's rooted in some past experience and it's running the show subconsciously, then you can just try things like I talked about, like repeating, it is safe for me to have this. It is safe for me to have this. It is safe for me to be happy here. Things like that. So take a moment to identify what that might look like for you and choose one tiny thing and work with it over the course of a period of time, 2 weeks. And pay attention to what happens, pay attention to how you feel, pay attention to what shows up at the end of those 2 weeks. All right, and if you like content like this, I would love it if you'd subscribe to my page here or my channel or wherever you're seeing this, or just go to novawhiteman.com. There's a lot of resources for you there, and grab your copy of Awake and Aligned, How to Navigate the Human Experience as a Spiritual Being, on Amazon in all formats.